This week, district leadership decided to revert back to virtual school board meetings after threatening behavior at the last in-person meeting. We spoke with the superintendent about that decision, as well as students who say they're disappointed in the behavior they've seen from adults.
Okay, hey, if we're gonna have yelling, we're gonna ask you to be removed.
This is just a snippet of last month's in-person board meeting for Salem-Keizer Public Schools.
Audience, stop the back and forth.
The crowd was literally split up on two sides. Unfortunately, there was like some chirping or like snarky comments or noises back and forth, and you could feel the tension that existed between the two sides.
It's sad because I know students who can do a better job than some of the stuff that I've seen in boardrooms, and so it's unfortunate that that's the example that's sometimes set to students.
Raylan Brennan and Isaac McDonald are seniors in the district and student advisors to the school board, giving insight and advocating for fellow students. Both are disappointed after last month's board meeting, which resulted in a number of complaints where people said they felt unsafe.
And what we're really seeing is two sides of ideological issues. And it's coming into the boardroom in public comment, but also in public coming in. We're seeing threats of violence online. We're seeing escalation in the parking lot.
Salem-Keizer Superintendent Christy Perry says the escalating tension poses a safety risk for everyone at the meeting. That's why this week, instead of a public in-person board meeting, she decided to revert back to streaming the school board meeting online.
This, I think, is my 33rd year. It's my 19th year as an Oregon superintendent, and always you have a little element of the politics. I've never had it to this extreme, and it's really hurtful and damaging to kids.
District security launched an investigation into August's board meeting. A report found adults supporting two groups contributed to the escalated tension: Latinos Unidos Siempre and Salem-Keizer We Stand Together. The investigation detailed some of the behavior involved. Some attendees were followed out to their cars, screamed at, and called racists and white supremacists.
There was really poor adult behavior on both sides. Both sides did things that incited the other side. Every single elected official, plus myself, plus my staff, plus our students, all feel a sense of lack of safety.
So for the foreseeable future, Perry says school board meetings will remain accessible to the public online. That is, until both groups find a way to be civil.
We have lots of people in our community that know how to come to common ground. And where is the space for that? And will that ever be in a public board meeting? I don't know.
Everybody who attends a board meeting should keep to some decorum of professionalism.
I like to think schools are a bit more sacred than other spaces with the young kids and the learning and how important it is. And some of the things that I'm learning right now in school about how do we see each other, how do we talk through difficult issues. It seems kind of like opposites. Like why are we teaching these things to our young kids but then not modeling it for them when we're speaking on their behalf?
So since the announcement that board meetings would go back to a virtual format, we've heard from some of the people who were at that meeting back in August. They insist adults on their side of the room weren't the cause of conflict, and they were the ones, they say, who felt unsafe. But of course, there are others who disagree. It's added tension on top of all the stuff the Salem-Keizer School Board is dealing with right now. It's not only getting ready to search for a new superintendent, as Perry plans to retire at the end of the school year, but there's also a recall effort underway to boot 3 board members who voted in support of prohibiting concealed guns on school grounds and removing school resource officers. All 3 were elected in 2021. So really a lot going on in that district, but of course Salem-Keizer not the only place that is seeing this sort of conflict.